So I've been making a PS1 style remake of Overwatch lately, and in the last video we left the project looking a bit like this. Well, this is what the project looks like now, so let me explain how we got here. In the beginning, I wanted to remake Overwatch as a mech game similar to the Armored Core series on the PlayStation, using the character D.Va, but I was having trouble developing the idea, so I scrapped it and decided to go for a single-player parkour shooter type of thing with the character Lucio instead. In the last video, I said I was going to make some enemies for the game, and so first I made the character Reaper, mainly because he looks like a bad guy, but I also wanted to make the character Widowmaker in order to make things more interesting. In Overwatch, Reaper is a shotgunner who is best at close range, and Widowmaker is a sniper who is good at long range, and so I felt like these two characters complemented each other well. I found a very helpful reference sheet for Widowmaker which I could use to help make her model, specifically the fact that it was a straight-on view of her front, back, and sides, which made it very easy to replicate her proportions. The whole modeling process was pretty painless, but things started going wrong once I started using the models in-game. Things like textures importing incorrectly, weird deformities in Lucio's view model. Honestly, I got a bit discouraged, and so I started thinking about how I could simplify things to make things easier, and that's when I decided to go back to the mech idea I had in the beginning. Instead of doing it in third-person perspective, I decided to make it first-person like the Mech Warrior games, since it meant that I didn't have to model an entire mech, which makes it a lot easier for me. I took this screenshot from the game and used it as the basis for modeling D.Va's cannons. For the enemy, I had a couple of options I could have gone within the Overwatch universe. There are the evil Null Sector robots, there are other mechs from D.Va's squad, there are characters like Bastion or Orisa, but ultimately I wanted something a bit more iconic, so I picked the character Reinhardt, who is technically just a big guy in a suit, but he looks somewhat like a mech, and it's my game so I get to do what I want, plus he's got a hammer. Reinhardt has a number of abilities like launching fireballs, body slamming people, and of course his shield, which he uses to protect his team. I created a low poly version of Reinhardt using the same techniques I used for Widowmaker, and I programmed in some rudimentary AI so he would shoot fireballs at you and charge at you. It's looking a bit rough at the moment, but once I add some animations and polish things up a bit, I think it's going to look really cool. At this point, most of the core mechanics of the game are in place, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and I just want to get this project finished as soon as possible, and so hopefully the next time you hear about this project is when I've got a finished product ready to show off. It shouldn't take too long, so yeah, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, bell, follow me on Twitter, and as always, have a nice day.